Hello, lovely Leo. This is your November 2019 astrology forecast with Alicia Yusuf. Now, you've got quite the focus going on this month around home and family. Yes, any Scorpio season is naturally going to be that for you. This is a time of year where your focus, as the sun moves into this area of your chart, is naturally drawn to your home environment, to your family environment, and perhaps also ancestors, all those things from the past, digging into the roots of your family tree to see what's there. So anything you can do with this, especially because Mercury is also retrograding in this area of your chart. It stations direct here in the 19th, 20th of November, depending on which part of the world you're in. So there is a chance here to reassess and review. Potentially, if you might be moving house or selling house, it's a time to do your research. And if you are thinking about, but even this could even be some renovations, although it might even be reviewing your family situation, revisiting some conversations that may have happened back in last month, the middle of last month, and just seeing what it is that needs to come out into the open and what needs to be said clearly and cleanly in a way that brings better structures into your life and into your family's life, and perhaps better routines that support you all. This is connecting into all the Saturn in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, South Node in Capricorn stuff that's happening in your sixth house of health and wellness and routines. So it might be that you need to have conversations about how to better have those systems in place in your home that support a stress-free environment. Scorpio, fourth house, really loves a deep connection, an intimate connection with those they share the home environment with. So it does mean that, you want everything out in the open and everything clear so that there isn't the dramas and the fusses in your home. I'd also say, with this fourth house focus, as the sun comes in sextiles both Saturn and Pluto this month, there is that need to really open things up. It's interesting for you specifically, there is a configuration that's affecting us all on the 8th and the 9th of November between Saturn and Neptune. And it's this trying to get a balance between being serious and being in our imagination, grounded creativity, or physically manifesting some some beautiful dreams and visions you may have had. It's like a perfect blend of the intuition and logic. So there is an ability for you to plug into this because the sun that same day is going to be trine Neptune and sextile Saturn. So there's a harmonious relationship from the sun. It's like the sun's shining a spotlight onto all of that. So there's a chance for you to really look underneath things and find out how you can creatively make some new changes to your routines and also those things you share with another, whether this is finances, whether it's time and energy, any kind of shared resources. And again, coming back to those family patterns, those family behaviors that are potentially playing a part in who you are and whether or not they are going to help you going forward or whether or not they're going to stop you from really shining your light in the way you want to, in an authentic, open, honest way. And then a couple of days later, this is one of the more, a date to watch rather than a power date. But on the 13th and 14th of November, the sun is then going to sextile Pluto. So this can be really good in that it can help you feel powerful and in control. But in those circumstances, the potential also can be that others don't respond well to that, or they try to push back with their own power and control. So if egos are flaring that day, or if you feel like someone's trying to push you in a direction you don't want to go in, it's perhaps backing off a bit and seeing whether or not this is a battle you need to fight, or whether or not your need to control the situation is that important. Is it something that can be done together? This is potential with colleagues, and also a day to really, you can actually transform yourself and make some real change, creative change around how you do your routines and your health and wellness. So if you've been wanting to go on some kind of new fitness regime or wanting to fit in a new kind of diet, and this is this is a potential day to start, and it's got some quite great power to transform. From there, we shift on into Mars moving into Scorpio, and that's on the 19th of November. So this brings activity and energy to the home environment and to the family. So you may find you suddenly getting active with your family, if you live with flatmates, with them, or you may have a lot of activity happening in the home, which is, you know, potentially you've got people coming to the house, or it could be that, you know, you're having some quite deep and meaningful conversations with people. This is actually a much lighter energy, lighter, but it's intense, but it's Mars feeling a lot happier than he was when he was in Libra. So there's more ease to this, more comfort to this. It does mean that there can be sharpness around the home environment. So yeah, any conversations that need to be had, definitely asserting yourself in the home, but making sure that it doesn't come with too much acid or too much force, so that others can really be part of it and work together with you to get whatever you need done. This can also quite literally be, you know, the renovations I was talking about earlier, you know, some kind of activity in the home. And then finally, as the month closes out, we have the sun moving into Sagittarius. So this is on the 22nd of November for most of the world, very early in the morning on the 23rd for Australia and New Zealand. And this is, for you, lovely Leo, just a fun, playful time. And this is the sun moving into your 5th house of children, of creativity, of pleasure and romance. And this is a chance for you to really break free and just do all the fun things. I mean, it's always a great time of year anyway. It's a big party season. And, you know, Sagittarius is about making things bigger, as always. And it's also the sun joining into the same sign in which you've had Jupiter, and which Venus is in too. Venus moved into this area for you at the beginning of the month on the 1st of November, or 2nd of November in Australia. So yeah, this definitely is a month, the whole month, for playfulness, for romance, for bringing all of that on the agenda, but definitely towards the end of the month, you're embracing the sun as it moves into that place. So party season ahead, really. So yeah, that's definitely a power day for you. And chance to make the most of that. The following day, the 24th, is when we have a beautiful conjunction between Venus and Jupiter in that same house for you. So that is absolutely a day for you to creatively express out whatever you need to. If there's any opportunities around creativity that you want to take, whether you're auditioning for a role or angling for a promotion in which you can be more creative, then that's the day to do it. Make the most of it, take advantage of it as well. So yeah, I wish you much luck in the month ahead, and I look forward to your feedback. Bye.